Hi there. Thanks for watching my views on news. TPLF issued a statement a few hours ago about mediation, reconciliation, denying reports of mediation or reconciliation. Secondly, US sent a message to Somalia about growing closeness between Somalia and Eritrea. What happened? Why was there need for this type of message from the US to Somalia? CIA Director William J. Burns was in Mogadishu. He held meetings with Hassan Sheikh, the president of Somalia. Before that, one explanation. I did a video about the protest held by Muslims inside Anwar Mosque on Friday. I said the issue was hijab, and Muslims are protesting that schools were not allowing Muslim girls to wear hijab. Several viewers commented, they said, Sajid, there's a difference between hijab and niqab. Hijab means covering of your head, covering of your hair. Niqab means covering of your entire body, including your face, excluding your eyes. Everything is covered. Uh, for some people, niqab is hijab. Those Muslims who are followers of this school of thought that women should cover themselves up and they should only show their eyes. For them, this is called hijab. You can call it niqab, whatever you call it. There are other schools of thought who believe that no face can be shown. For each of them, what they talk about, what they propose is mandatory, whether you call it niqab or whether you call it hijab. For them, it should be practice. So it's a sensitive issue. I think government, religious organizations should handle this issue in a responsible manner. Islamic Affairs Council of Ethiopia claims it has reached an agreement with Addis Ababa authorities. The Addis Ababa authorities banned Muslim students wearing niqab from attending schools. Now, the Muslim Affairs Council, Islamic Affairs Council, has reached an agreement. I don't know what is the detail of this agreement. If you have any details, do let me know. If niqab has been allowed or hijab has been allowed. Hijab is already allowed, people say. Niqab is not allowed. It was banned. Mean covering of entire body except eyes. So let's see. Maybe I think we'll get more information on Monday when students will rejoin schools. Now, two new stories. Firstly, Tigray People Liberation Front issued a statement last night. TPLF responded to some reports in social media about mediation or reconciliation between rival TPLF groups. Firstly, TPLF appreciated the role of Tigray Orthodox Church. And in this statement, TPLF used the term synod. It means TPLF has recognized the synod formed by Tigray Orthodox Divided Church. This synod is not recognized by the main church, I think, led by Abune Matis. So TPLF is recognizing the synod. Firstly, it used the word synod in the statement. Secondly, it said that we know that 2 days ago, Tigray Orthodox Church elders were seen in the presence of both Getachew and Debretsion. Sereke Berhan held a press briefing and he said that the TPLF leaders had agreed to solve their differences through dialogue. TPLF, in a statement last night, said that yes, Orthodox Church elders gave advice to TPLF leaders TPLF leaders respect the advice of the Orthodox Church elders. They agree to solve their issues through dialogue. This is what TPLF has been saying. But the reports that a mediation is ongoing, reconciliation is ongoing, or that TPLF has agreed on mediation or reconciliation are not true. Basically, TPLF is saying that Orthodox Church of Tigray is not mediating between Getachew and Donetsk. And no other entity is mediating as well. No mediation. So, uh, then why did they come to? Why did they come together and they were seen together in the presence of Tigray Orthodox Church elders? Obviously, they agreed on solving their issues. Maybe they are saying that they are going to solve their issues directly through direct discussions, not through mediation. They were brought together, I believe, by military. Military does not want to show itself. It wants to remain at the back. Yes, military might not be actively mediating. It only told them to talk. Federal government also told them to talk, so they are talking. The two groups. TPLF is not denying talks, it is only denying mediation. No third party is mediating between the two TPLF, Getachew and Debrecen. Secondly, whereas US does not seem to be pleased with a new alliance formed in the Horn of Africa. The alliance is anti-Ethiopia, everyone knows that. Somalia, Eritrea, Egypt have formed a regional alliance. They say the alliance has been formed to counter Ethiopian ambitions of expansion. They accuse Ethiopia of trying to annex Somali territories. Or they say that Ethiopia wants to gain access to sea by force. That is why this alliance is needed. Somalia wants to expel Ethiopian troops. It is inviting Egyptian troops. Egypt has its own interests. It wants Ethiopia to sign a legally binding agreement about Gulf. Eritrea does not want Ethiopia to raise the issue of Assad port, so it is part of the alliance too. US reportedly has sent a message to Somalia on this issue. William J. Burns is US CIA director. He visited Kenya, Egypt, and Somalia recently. In Mogadishu, he met with President Hassan Sheikh. And reportedly, William J. Burns expressed US displeasure to President Hassan Sheikh about the growing Somalia-Eritrea closeness. And US reportedly opposed the deployment of Eritrean military in Somalia. Reportedly. Hassan Sheikh wants Eritrea and Egypt to deploy their forces to Somalia. Egypt has already agreed. Everyone knows it's public information now that Egypt is going to deploy its troops to Somalia. Eritrea is silent, though we heard about arrival of a few hundred Eritrean soldiers in Somalia a few days ago. We don't know if they are trainers, if they are just helping the Somali military, or are they here to just to support peacekeeping operations? Peacekeepers will arrive in January 2025. So no one from Egypt has arrived, according to Egypt, according to Somalia, but some sources say that some Egyptian commandos have arrived in Somalia. The US seems to be opposed to Eritrean military deployment in Somalia. It does not want. US, by the way, is one of the key donors of peacekeeping mission in Somalia. US is conducting operation against Al-Shabaab in alliance with Somalia's security forces. US military assets are involved. US troops are involved in Somalia. If Trump comes to power in the upcoming election, he might withdraw US troops or scale down the presence of US military in Somalia. This is what he did, I remember, last time when he was in power. Biden then changed the policy. Now, Kamala Harris and Trump face to face, and we'll see the outcome after a few days. And we might see a change in US foreign policy about Somalia. I think Trump was more supportive of engagement with Eritrea. We could see some changes in terms of changes in US foreign policy about the Horn of Africa if Trump came to power. Let's see. So far, US has expressed its displeasure to Somalia with growing Somalia Eritrea cooperation, military cooperation, reportedly. Thank you for watching.